So yeah, hi, I'm Jane and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna have a little bit of a different one. Today's my wellness one, and as you saw by the thumbnail, I'm asking the question, are you okay? Am I okay? That is a question, isn't it? We probably ask people something like that every day in passing. You say, how are you, and things like that, and you're never actually interested in an answer other than, yeah, I'm fine, or yeah, fine, how are you, or yeah, I'm good, how about you, and things like that. But you never really expect any more of an answer than that. And you know, how often do you actually even sit and ask yourself, am I okay? I'm 49. If you watched the last video, you already know that. I live with my wonderful husband, my feisty 18-year-old daughter, and a friend of my daughter's, Liv, who is living with us now. Yeah, I have a chronic illness. I have multiple sclerosis. It does affect me pretty much every day of my life. I don't tend to admit that to anybody, that I do suffer in a different way, but it is what it is. And I've just recently, or I'd say in the last year maybe, I'm now in peri or pre-menopause, and that's a whole barrel of fun. So when I ask myself the question, am I okay? No, I'm not okay. Yeah, you heard that right. I have just admitted that I am not okay. I had last week, I took some time off work last week. I only work part-time, but my boss is amazing, and he's encouraged me to take some time that I need. I'm trying to stop myself going any deeper into this darkness that's in me at the minute. I don't know, I'm sure people can resonate with that, and it's horrible and it's scary, and yeah. Am I depressed? Or is this just all part and parcel of the menopause? I don't know. I went to the doctors last year about it, and all they want to do is put me on antidepressants. But I don't know that I'm depressed. I don't want to kill myself, that's for sure. But I don't know if depression's, I don't know. It's not something I've ever had to look into. So I don't know. But the doctors here have some antidepressants. That's their answer. They don't want to look any deeper into it. I've talked to friends and family. I've talked to strangers. And they all tell me things I hear all the time. They always say, oh, you know, try cod liver oil, or you need to take this vitamin, or you need to exercise more, or you need to change your diet, and things like that. But I hear that about literally everything. I hear that about MS, I hear about depression, I hear it about menopause, I hear it about a cold. But is it right? Is that the answer? And none of us actually believe in it or do it. I don't know. Please tell me. If any of you have found an answer to any of those, please let me know, or let us know. You know, in regards to all of those things, I take vitamins. I take a multivitamin every day. I take vitamin D. I take zinc and magnesium. And I take a really nice flavoured gummy vitamin for my hair, skin and nails. Yes, my lots of hair, as you see. And I dog walk. I take the dog out twice a day. It can be between a mile or 6 miles, depends on the weather really, because she's a bit of a princess and doesn't like getting her feet wet. I've started swimming at 6:30 every morning, well, weekday mornings, Monday to Friday, because I'm up. I might as well do something for me, and I love swimming. I've always loved swimming. I go to the gym on a Monday with my crazy sister-in-law, Sherry. I'd love to go more, but at the minute with working part-time and things like that, it just doesn't fit in any other day with her, which is, it is what it is. I do a healthy back class once or twice a week, which is a bit like a yoga and Pilates class rolled into one, but specifically based on the core to look after your back, which is really, really good. What else do I do? I've started a fitness class on a Friday with my sister-in-law, Body Sculpt. That is hard, but do you know what? I feel amazing once I've succeeded in doing one. So I'm definitely going to keep doing that. I try and eat sensibly. I do intermittent fasting, which I started over a year ago, tailed off a bit, but it really did make a difference to me. I felt better because I don't like the idea of eating because it's breakfast time or it's lunchtime. If you're not hungry, don't eat. You know, whether it means you're only hungry once a day, only eat once a day. Just make it a really good meal with lots of really good stuff in it. But yeah, if you're not hungry, don't eat just because it's breakfast time. Sorry if you see me keep looking down. I have notes because I get brain fog, part of my MS thing, so I need to have prompts for me. But yeah, so we're trying to eat better at the minute. My husband's in with me doing it. It's not keto, not full on keto, but we are trying to eat more veg, more protein and less carbs, but not full keto because it's got to be something that fits in with my husband and my the two girls that I've got here, my daughter and Liv. It has to fit in with all of us, and they need their carbs. Yeah, so I do try and do all the things I'm told. Oh, try this, try that, but you know. But let me know if you've got anything else that you find has worked for you. If you are a woman who has been in a similar situation to me, whether you don't know it's depression, the perimenopause or menopause, whatever. But yeah, I'm really interested to hear some answers, please. I've tried starting some hobbies. I went on a pottery class with my mum and one of her good friends, and it was brilliant. We had so much fun. But it wasn't particularly local, and it's expensive, and I don't have anywhere specifically local to help me with that. So, and then I started silver clay jewellery making, and I loved that, and I spent quite a lot of money on it, buying products, buying tools to help me, a kiln. My husband got me a little mini kiln as a Christmas present a couple of years ago. But thanks to MS, I don't really have any feeling now in any of my fingers. So trying to do anything in fine detail, and the silver clay, if anybody has worked with it before, you'll know, having no feeling in the fingertips, it's making it impossible to do. So that's really upsetting. But you know, one of the things that people talk about is alcohol can cause depression and things like that. I hardly ever drink. I wonder if that's maybe part of my problem. Maybe I should be drinking more. But I'm not saying that that's the right way, but it just makes me wonder. You know, I just don't know. It's last week I'd say was particularly bad for me. It is, what day are we on now? Sunday the 15th. That is the day I'm filming this in January. But last week I was particularly low. I was sad. Everything just made me sad. I couldn't stop crying. I felt worthless. I didn't want to get out of the bed. I didn't want anyone to see me. But I made a point of still going swimming in the morning. I literally was forcing myself to do it. But once I was there, I was so glad I'd gone. I was so happy about that. I didn't feel suicidal. I've never felt suicidal or wanted to harm myself, but I had that just sort of, what's the point, you know? And my daughter was at home at the end of the week, and she said, let's go out for the day, and she took me to Kingston on Thames near London, and that's where she goes to university. But she hasn't really explored any part of Kingston yet. So we said, oh, well, let's go and we can do a little bit of exploring, maybe find some places that she can go for lunch and things like that. So we went. It was a lovely day. It was a lovely drive there. She's, you know, I felt so proud. You know, my daughter can just drive to outskirts of London as if it was driving down to the corner shop. But yes, so we did that. We went for a lovely, lovely lunch, which she paid for. Absolutely, I was nearly in tears when she suddenly told me that, oh no, come on, we're going, I've already paid. I was like, wow, that made me feel amazing. We had a bit of a walk, we had a laugh, we had some lovely chats and had some real nice conversations. We went shopping, did a bit of damage there, but without the money side of it, it didn't matter. It was the actual going out, being taken out, and not being allowed the time to just sit and mope, I suppose. Because when she's around, I can't. You know, she really does pick me up. And I've thanked her for Friday, but I don't know that she really realises what she actually did for me that day. So Rowan, if you watch this, thank you. Really, seriously, thank you. And talking to you guys helps. It stops me from bottling things up, I guess. It's making me confront what's going on with me, and that's good for me. It's good for me that even though I'm sat here and I'm talking to myself in a camera, but I'm not, because I feel as though I'm talking to people who understand and who are either going through something similar or have been through, and that makes me feel better. So if me talking out loud resonates with any of you, or even helps even one person, then that isn't me, then that's brilliant. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, none of those things, not trained in anything like that. I'm just a woman talking to you guys that's not okay. And that's okay.